one and I stand on that. You and me, babe, that's black on black. Black on black. Black on black.
Biggest breaking news, I guess, is that President Joe Biden pardoned his son Hunter Sunday night. It was a reversal of what he had repeatedly said, that he would not use his executive authority to pardon his son or commute a sentence. But he put out a statement. He said, I believe in the justice system, but as I have wrestled with this, I also believe raw politics has infected this process. And it led to a miscarriage of justice. And once I made this decision this weekend, there was no sense in delaying it further. I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision. His son, Hunter Biden, was expected to be sentenced December 12th for his conviction on federal gun charges. He also was set to be sentenced December 16th in a separate criminal case in which he pled guilty to federal tax evasion charges in September. The president issued a full and unconditional pardon for any offenses Hunter Biden has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1st, 2014 through December 1st, 2024. He spanned 10 years. According to the White House statement, Biden is using his pardon power to ensure Hunter does not spend time in jail as he nears the end of his term as president. He said, earlier he said he would not pardon him, but that was when he thought Kamala Harris was going to be president and things were going to be normal and we would have a government that made sense and that there wouldn't be a whole lot of pedophiles and criminals running the joint, and people who stormed the castle on January 6th wouldn't be looking at a pardon while his son sits in jail. Just didn't make any sense, I guess. I don't give a damn that he did this, by the way. I could care. The care that I have for this, I almost didn't even, I'm like, why are we talking? Why is this a story? Joel Christian.
I don't, I've been looking around and I know my studio is messy, but I can't find any fucks to give about this.
Oh,
I can't.
In the corner over there near the fax machine, there's nothing.
No, there's none over there. There's
nothing.
None up under the desk here. Like, I don't like politicians are doing what politicians do, right? Like, what do I think it's okay? No, I do not think it's okay. You shouldn't do this. Like, if you did a crime, you should serve time, whether you're Joe Biden's son or Jared Kushner's father. FYI. Future
His father
ambassador.
did go to jail, by the way.
Yeah, and he was pardoned. He was pardoned by Trump.
Oh, okay. I did know that.
Tax evasion.
I'm feigning shock. Now he's ambassador to France.
Yeah, and
nothing to see here,
right?
Yeah,
all these criminals in the government, like, right. And everybody gonna be mad at Joe Biden because he pardoned his son after, what did Mike Johnson say? Like, Hunter Biden, doesn't matter that Hunter Biden is a private citizen. We should investigate him to the fullest. Matt Gaetz, on the other hand, Matt Gaetz is a private citizen, and there's no reason that, like, these people, and this is why, I want to divorce myself from everything that happens in Washington, D.C. 100%. I want a divorce.
Me too. I don't care. Whatever. There was a headline that said, France, I was watching CNBC today, watching the stock market, which is so interesting. I'm so confused by everything, but I'm still in it. I just bought more shares of something today. But it said France's government on the brink of collapse, and I was like, I bet France is saying America's government's on the brink of, like, it's all lunacy right now.
Yeah.
Wherever the F's are to give, I don't have any either.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and this is the argument that I've been making to family and friends and my students or whoever will listen to me, is that, when Democrats are in control, right, they don't do the draconian Machiavellian moves that you need to do in government because they feel too principled. Like, that's beneath them, right? This is that whole when they go low, we go high thing, right? They don't do it. And what has it gotten us? It's lost 3 Supreme Court justices. Bunches of bills passed, the Roe v. Wade, like all of these things that they've done, right?
Didn't get a public option in the damn Obamacare.
Didn't get a public option in Obamacare. Like, we haven't gotten these things, and they don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they don't make some small changes, but those changes are fleeting, right? And I think that because America is too big, I believe is too big and too unruly, and the values and morals in New England are not the same as the values and morals in southwestern Virginia or in Arizona or in California. And so like if for that reason, we should be embracing, limited government as a long-term solution for these types of problems. Like, and people are going to say, what about the people in Texas? If like the way I feel about it, if you are in Texas and your government is terrible, you either do two things. You lobby and you fight to change that government, or you do what my all of our ancestors did and you leave. You just get out, right? And you sneak out and you just go and let them have their Christian theocracy, and you go do something else in a place that wants you and cares about you and will take care of people.
But there's some nice places in Texas I want to visit. Oh my goodness. And that's the problem. This country is beautiful and complicated and amazing and terrible. It's all of these things. And
Yep.
I haven't traveled nearly enough in this country as people are plotting their escape to other countries. There's so many places to appreciate, in this country, and it shouldn't be ruined by knuckle dragging, small minded, tiny brained people or people with big brains and power hungry. Shouldn't egomaniacs who are narcissists. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be, we shouldn't abdicate because I don't think that's the majority of Americans.
I don't think it's a majority of Americans. The problem that I think is that the problem that I have is that there are people who legitimately don't understand the complexities of these issues and they want simplistic answers. And I think that the people who understand the complexity of these things should band together and create communities in which we can take care of each other. Right?
Yeah.
For example, we all know there's a problem with policing in America, right? A black man is 5 times more likely to be shot by police than a white man is. But most people don't talk about the fact that a white man is 5 times more likely to be killed by a self-inflicted gunshot wound than any other group, right? And we don't talk about it because of guns. Where do we talk about it? We talk about it in places where they have sensible, reasonable conversations and they're willing to do the things that fix things, right? And a lot of blue states, they do that, right? They take these conversations to heart. They try to fix them. In red states, they sweep them under the rug. They're like, we don't have a poverty problem. We're just going to give all this money to this Mississippi casino while there are people living in poverty 20 miles away. We're going
Or
to do
this
those kind of
failed,
things.
or this failed horrible football player
Yeah.
to him, and he won't do anything for it. Uh, you're saying something.
So I think we should just like if you are in politics or you live and you understand these things, you should be fighting for local control. And if you can't get the changes as you need in the locale you're in, bounce.